Loading snacks.
What's cracking, everybody? Your admins are here once again for episode 14 of the Lonely Snacks Anime Chat podcast. How's everybody doing out there today? Let's see.
What
Doing
Uh,
good.
we have the usual suspects in the building: myself, Gabby, and Noah. And y'all know the routine at this point.
Okay.
We're here to. You okay, Gabs? Okay, just a long
I'm
day.
yawning.
Hey, we just getting started.
I'm already done.
It's all good. It's all good. So, how was everybody's Christmas? Everybody have a good Christmas?
Oh yeah, great
Yes,
Christmas.
very good.
Good, good, good.
Yeah, it was great.
Y'all get anything good? Anything special happened? Over the past weekend?
I just enjoyed hanging out with friends and family. I did get a really cool Gear 5 jacket from Brad, so I'll just send pictures to you guys later, but it's really cool.
Awesome, awesome. What about yourself, Noah?
Yeah, I got some good stuff. It was a good Christmas. Got my sister some good stuff, and
Okay,
now I'm sick.
I can
Oh
hear it.
no.
Yeah, you're a little
Yep.
nasally. I can hear it. You got that from family or just work and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think Lauren said her son was sick, so I think she gave it to us.
That
Yep.
sucks. But price you pay hanging around family sometimes. You know what I mean? It just
Yep.
is the thing. Yeah, our weekend wasn't too bad. Just chilled on Christmas with Pop, and then watched the pay per view over the weekend, and watched the rest of the weekend. Hung out with Marcus watching Squid Game season 2. So all in all, chill weekend, fun weekend. Uh, but we got
I
anime
almost
to talk
finished
about.
season two.
You say what?
I said I almost finished season 2.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm excited for season 3. I'm just gonna leave that there. That's for discussion for another time. So Noah, what do we need to know about?
Um, this week there's not that much anime news after
Okay,
Jump Fiesta. So,
figured as much. Lighter.
Yeah. Slowly.
so this year at the Film Arts Award annual anime award in Japan, Kaiju number 8 won anime series of the year,
Hmm.
which is pretty
Very
cool for
nice.
Kaiju.
Let's
Congratulations to them.
go.
Yeah.
Let's go
Um,
Kaiju.
Right.
and then second on that list was the Look Back movie won movie of the year, animated
Oh,
movie of the year.
I'm not mad at that at all.
Okay.
So
Not even a little bit.
that's cool.
Kudos to them. Well
That's just
deserved.
in Japan, but that was their film awards.
Yeah.
Um, that's all that there is about that. I think they're both really good anime. Look Back movie, I think was pretty perfect, one shot.
Hmm.
Um, Kaiju number 8, I don't think was perfect, but it was really enjoyable. Um, from an anime only perspective, it was pretty good.
Yeah,
It
I
was pretty
definitely
good.
thoroughly enjoyed it. For somebody who's only watched the anime, I enjoyed it
Hell yeah.
a lot.
So that's
For
exciting.
sure.
And then next we've got Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta has made his first ever appearance in Daima.
Yes, yes, he has.
The episode,
Oh yes, I'm caught up. Yeah, I'm caught up. I was watching
but
it.
yeah, that shit was
Yeah,
tight.
yeah.
My boy came out with the arms folded, kicking, and
I know.
he came out
He
like
shut it
Gogeta.
down.
Yeah, that
That
was
was
so
cool.
dope.
Yeah,
So
that was fire.
we have seen Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta for the first time. So now
Hmm.
hopefully the next patch in Sparkling Zero we can get,
Then we'll
or
get that
Sparkling
one.
Zero we can get all the Daima characters, and then we can get Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, Daima
He gonna be
Vegeta.
chibi though. He gonna be chibi though.
It don't matter. He's still Super Saiyan 3. He's still gonna put work on people. Did that matter for Go Tanks
Oh
when he
no,
was
no,
fighting Boo?
no,
No,
no.
so
The
he's about
work
to
was
put
put
work.
in. The work was put
It's
in.
cool. His hair is like spiky back. It's like
Yeah,
a
it's not
longer
as
Super Saiyan
yeah, it's
2.
not like Goku's. It's more like Beast Gohanish almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm wondering how they call it Super Saiyan 3, but that's what everybody's calling it. So I guess, but because I'm like, to me, it looked like Super Saiyan 2, but everybody's saying Super Saiyan 3. So
Well, because he got the just the muscles here, no eyebrows, so that's a trait of 3. So I
No
guess
that was
eyebrows.
Goku's 3. Everybody's
Gotcha.
Super Saiyan looks different. So it's like,
true, but
it could be because he's a kid now, but I'm hyped for it either way. It looked dope. Love to see
yeah,
some
it was
Vegeta
fire.
dad.
Yeah.
And then, yeah,
Mhm.
I saw somebody on Twitter who was like, Vegeta got this form like 20 years ago. Y'all are still excited. I was like, bro, you realize the story is they're getting their powers back.
Right, that's literally what's
Like,
happening.
they don't have their full power. So
Just adjusting to their child bodies, yes, and getting their stuff back. Yeah,
so the animation was really dope. Um, the fight scenes are really cool. They continue to bust out some heat. I really
they
love
do.
Bro.
You know
The
who?
intro is really fire for Diamond.
Ah, yeah, yeah.
You never did. I love that intro. It makes me feel like I could binge 100 episodes or something. I don't know why. I told that to Biddy. I was like, this intro makes me feel like I could sit back and listen to it 50 times. They did a good
It's
job.
got a relaxing vibe to it. It does,
Yep.
even though it's upbeat and everything. It's chill. It's not one of my
Yep.
favorites, but I get what you're saying about it. Yeah,
No, it's not one of my favorites. I just like it. It's dope. Absolutely good. And I love listening to it each week. And I think that this one would have honestly been more enjoyable, even though I'm enjoying it each week. I think it would have been more enjoyable to binge it because it's only going to be 21 episodes. And that's kind of how we always adapted. I mean, absorb Dragon Ball Z, except for very short when we would watch it weekly.
yeah. But it is what it is. I thoroughly enjoyed this run so far, and I'm looking forward to more of because we do got a little more left on it, or was that it?
No, it's 21 episodes.
Yeah, I'm about to say yes, it's some more left on it. So I'm looking forward to see where it ends up at.
Yep.
Yeah,
So then after that, we've got season 2 for Soul Leveling will fully adapt the Jeju Island raid. And what that means is the readers know what that means. But this is arguably the best arc in the whole series, which I thought might come in a movie. I thought it might come next season. I
hmm
didn't know they were going to get to it so fast. I wonder how they're going to speed up the pacing for that, or maybe the pacing is just going to be a lot quicker in the
okay.
anime than I anticipated. But
Do
this
you
show
Are you
has
agree?
a
okay with
lot,
that?
I'm about to say, do
huh?
you agree? Do you agree with that? I was about to ask the same thing Gabby
Like
was. Yeah,
About what?
with them getting there all of a sudden
yeah.
with the pacing
I'd have to
issue?
look
Because
back and see exactly what it was, but it seems about right. Their pacing seems about right. It seems
Okay.
that because
okay,
manhwa chapters are really long but really short too, because they're just a lot of pictures. So
that's very true.
they don't have a lot of dialogue in each chapter. So it is like 200 chapters, and I think the Jeju raid is like chapter 80, if I'm not
And you
mistaken.
mentioned that this is,
Yeah, chapter 77 through 95.
and you mentioned this
So
is arguably the best like arc or whatever. And if that's what people say, would you
yeah,
agree that it's arguably the best arc, or is there something
yeah,
else that you?
definitely.
Okay,
In the
okay.
manhwa, this is definitely arguably the best arc. Um, which yeah, that makes me wonder because it says it's chapter 77 through 95. Um, so what chapter was the Red Gate? It says volume 8. Doesn't say what chapter. Oh yeah, chapter 47. So yeah, it looks like they're jumping forward on some stuff, which may come out anime canon or something like that. I'm not sure.
Mm,
Or maybe they're
okay.
just like I said, maybe there's a lot gonna be in each episode.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, we only got like what, a week to begin to find out, something like that before the
yeah, like
first
six
episode drops.
days.
Yeah.
They say 4.5 through 5 chapters per episode.
Okay,
It
Okay.
says, well, this says that they're planning to have, I thought they were planning to have six, says they're planning to have 3 seasons of 6 cores total. That's what I thought. So I'm like, if they're already here, this is like, I thought this was going to be in the 3rd season. So we'll see. I don't know. They've been cooking so far. Maybe they have some slice of life anime canon stuff
hmm
going on. But
hmm
yeah, there's going to be a lot of movements in the world building and solo leveling this season, if that's the case. So that's
I'm looking
exciting
forward
stuff
to
to
it.
look forward to. Yeah, it's
That's what I'm
definitely
looking
going to be
forward to this
one of
season.
the how they've been going. It's going to be one of the fights of the year, guaranteed. Guaranteed,
Hey,
it's
look,
going to be one of the fights of the year
I think
if
that's
they're
easy to
going on
claim.
the same track.
I think that's easy to claim after watching the movie and seeing just what they're doing with so far. Like, okay, yeah, y'all obviously out here to prove a point that there's nobody gonna beat us when it comes to fight scenes. So,
Going
okay,
forward, it's just banger fight scenes after fight scene. But this one moment that happens in the Jeju raid and this one fight is going to be, it's going to make Igra's fight look like nothing if they keep on the same track,
hmm
because obviously he's leveled up so much more now and stuff like that. So I'm excited. I can't wait. I
Ditto.
can't wait for everyone to see. Everyone's gonna be so surprised by what happened from the movie and all his new powers.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Definitely looking forward to rewatching that.
Next we got from Jump Fiesta, and last week we got no updates on Black Clover, Boruto, or Tokyo Ghoul remake.
Hmm.
Yeah,
No
I
update.
need, I need some updates on Black Clover.
I
Boruto,
definitely.
you've got me
So
hyped for Boruto. I'm not a Tokyo
Yeah.
Ghoul fan, so I'm indifferent on that one.
Tokyo Ghoul remake was a rumor,
I
excuse
saw
me,
that
for a
floating
while
around.
because
Yeah.
they people just want it and it hasn't
A
been
lot of people
confirmed.
want it.
So I think that was just something that people were just hoping for.
hmm
It does need a remake. The manga is incredible. I've read it. It's definitely really, really, really good. Or the better of all the manga I've ever read for sure. So if they adapt it properly, it'll definitely get his hype back because season one was so good. So
If they adapt it properly, I'll go back and rewatch it. But if it's the same as last time,
everybody's gonna rewatch it if they adapt it properly.
I'll
Trust
be
me, that shit is so good from the manga perspective. It's truly a seinen, but the way he gets to where he is at season three, when you just jump forward like 5 years of time and you're wondering where the hell you're at in season three, that has so much that goes on, and that story is so good. So
mhm.
that would be cool to see. Boruto is only up to chapter 17, so they're probably I think Payrot is all three of those. So they're probably waiting to finish putting all their efforts into Bleach before they announce or they're probably working on these titles, but they haven't announced anything
Yeah.
because I think they're using all their efforts for Bleach. That's what I predict because Payrot really hasn't dropped much else. So
Now I can
I
get
think
behind
that
that,
they're
especially looking at the quality of what Bleach has been. So yeah, putting
yeah.
all their time
And
and
they
money
said
behind it.
that yep. They said that they wanted to create a new studio, so
They
we
did.
can expect Boruto and Black
Mhm.
Clover to come back from that new studio. So there's stuff to look forward to. Um, but that's no news on that.
Okay.
Next, we've got Bleach Part 4 is announced. We got a bunch of season 2 announced. Bleach Part 4 is announced. That's
hmm
cool. The final episode was dope. Story still makes no damn sense, but
None whatsoever.
it's good to watch.
None whatsoever. It is
Yeah.
the more
No.
I'm watching it, that whole JJK thing you talk about, I'm just seeing it all over again. Like, yeah, I don't know what the hell is happening at this point. It's just pretty.
I know
They're
what's
just
happening.
fighting.
I know completely what's happening.
Like
It just all doesn't make sense. Like the
with their
scaling and
powers
stuff
and
like that.
everything, like that's like even their abilities aren't making sense sometimes. Like, okay, you're just doing stuff at this point. Like y'all having these convoluted bankais and stuff like that. I'm definitely gonna go back and give it a rewatch before the fourth core comes out. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, they're
I
just
understand what their powers and stuff are doing. My issue is how quickly they jump with scaling and then how they've introduced new characters that don't really like have any longevity in the story and then they're just like destroying everything we've built up. I have issues with how they like destroyed basically all the characters, the other characters that we all loved to make these other characters
Mhm.
look super strong. Um so all of that to me is super lame. And then I also have an issue with how the main team is just useless. Like
they
Sato
absolutely
or
are. Yeah,
Hime
Yeah, they
is
don't really
just
do anything.
trash
yeah.
the
They're just there
entire show.
for Ichigo to talk with and just
Yes.
progress the story and dialogue. That's the only reason why they're even there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
They
so
kind of just
hilarious.
started not doing with anything with them a while back, and they're not really even. They're really side characters.
They
Like
were
last
To be
kinda
honest, they're side
henchman level.
characters.
they are.
Yep. They were
Last,
kinda henchman level on the Rukia rescue arc. They were kinda like they could
yeah.
take out some henchmen. Kinda, but not even. And they've been
Yeah.
trash ever since.
And the last week when Sato went to throw that punch, I said, "Hey, you gonna actually do something?" Then he got shut down. I was like, "Yep, Dad, it's more like it."
No, the
Yeah,
moment he swung, I was like, Sato, get your useless ass. You
yeah,
ain't got to do shit. I was like, what are you
yeah.
break the ground? Wow. Congrats, bro. Useless ass characters, bro. I've never seen like the main core of a shonen
They are
so
trash.
useless, bro.
Yeah, they are.
And then
Yeah.
Ichigo shows up. I feel no hope. Like this is in game, bro. This is in game. I'm sorry. When people tell me Ichigo is their favorite MC, I'm like, your MC is a loser. I'm sorry. This is in game. Naruto showed up. He fueled the entire nation with some
Yep,
chakra. He was
yep.
healing people from light years away. They were literally waiting for him to show up because it was him. Where it was like we can hold him off, but this is, you know what I mean? This is Naruto when he showed up. Sage mode, everything. He fought Prime
Mhm.
Nagato, who was even stronger than Pain. You got you got Luffy showing up. He just torched Lucci like nothing. He fought Kizaru. He done escaped the Gurusei. Like he
Even
done
without
done
knowing the
all these
ending,
different
we know.
things.
Even without
He
knowing the
just
ending of One
bulldozes through
Piece,
everything.
yeah, we know how Luffy gets down when it comes to these end game
Yeah.
fights.
No,
He
but
don't.
before
And
that
you
is
can,
not how he got down. He got one tap by Big Mom. He got one tap by Kaido. This is in game now. So
But
in game, he's not getting one tapped anymore. He showed up.
well,
He
yes.
fooded Lucci. He fooded Kizaru. He fooded the what's it called? The Gurusei. So it's like now this is in game. Luffy is to the point to where it's going to take a real strong force to take him down, similar to how Naruto was at in game. That's just in game shonen. Ichigo right now. I mean, obviously, all of these people are supposed to be so much stronger than him, and none of his previous contesters could take him down. But I'm like, the fact that you introduce them with nothing just makes them feel so empty. So now it's like Ichigo's showing up, and it's like all the work he's done is for nothing. Now he's going to walk down a path, get a little bit stronger, have a internal conflict with his Bankai that was actually you walked the entire time,
the
and
entire
now
time,
he's
yeah.
strong, and he's got another race. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, this is bullshit, bro. Kubo just be throwing shit in there.
Hey, what do we say when we learn how he writes?
I'm like, if Kubo wrote the end of Naruto, he would have been a Hyuga, a Chiha, Uzumaki.
Yep.
He'd have been from the Rain Village initially and had 5 Bijou inside of him. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, what's going on? But it looks good.
Oh yeah, it's pretty.
It looks good.
I'm
It's
entertained when
very
I watch
pretty.
it every week. Yeah,
It looks good.
yeah.
Yoriichi got fooded like 3 times, and then she shows up with all this electricity now. I'm like, bro, it's not making sense to me, but it's fun to
That was
watch.
a dope
Electric
scene.
cat.
That even sounded
Yeah,
really good. That scene. Oof.
yeah, that was a really cool scene.
Yeah.
Everything looks like a dope scene. Does it make sense? Not at all.
The Thor
Not
dude,
at
I
all.
hate that Thor character,
I
bro.
know you do.
He hasn't even used a Bankai. He's so stupid. Like you're
Look,
telling me these dudes are shaking the world from a different dimension, and this bro can just come in and punch people? Like that makes no sense.
he about to kill all
Is
of
he
them.
One Punch Man?
Yeah, like who is this
He's
guy?
One Punch Man.
He's
And I knew that's what he was about
apparently
to do. I knew he was about
wasn't
to
even
grow
given
big.
power. He was already just this strong. All these dudes were just this strong, just chilling.
Yeah.
While the whole
Yeah.
world was shaking. Aizen was doing whatever he wants. These dudes were like, "Well, wait, we'll wait. No, the world's about to destroy. Wait, it might not.
Just
Like what?
just a little bit longer.
Give
Just
me
Yeah,
like
one
that.
dude.
minute. Give me 1 minute. It's fine. It's
Yes,
gonna be okay. A
Oh, let me
okay.
let me finish this episode real quick. Hold up. Hold up.
right. Like the
Let
whole
me
time they was
monologue.
dealing with all the threats with Obito and stuff. Madara was down there getting energy back. You know what I'm saying? There was a reason he was chilling. Like these mofo's just came. So I don't know. It's just it's fun to
just
watch, but the story's
just
making
release
less sense.
Aizen next core so I can see him get busy.
What I
Just release
told Benny is, I told Benny last the Aizen. This should have came before the Aizen fight, and then this Aizen fight should have been the end of the series. But this
I
part
remember
does
you
not feel
saying
like the
that one
end.
time.
that.
Yeah, this part feels like it should have been a side arc, and then Aizen is the end. But
All right. Yeah, you got your Christmas plushies, the gang.
He's a gingerbread dino or
nice,
stegosaurus.
nice. Did
I
you get
Okay.
him
found
this
him at
year?
the bookstore.
Okay. And what was the other one? The red one?
This is the hot cocoa plush.
Hot cocoa.
It's the
Nice,
friend of
nice.
the Christmas tree plus that the Oxy has claimed.
Okay, you claimed him this week.
That's
All right.
funny.
What else we got?
Next we got a bunch of season 2s. That is Grieving Souls. Let This Grieving Soul Retire. Season 2 has been announced, which I'm hyped for because that was
Hmm.
fun.
Okay.
That one was really fun. Um, and it ended. It had a pretty good ending on 13 episodes. It's basically this dude just keeps getting away by sheer luck and having a whole bunch of funny
Oh, like
relics.
Ichigo. Oh, okay, not that funny.
And he like just has a whole bunch of funny relics, and he keeps getting away by pretty much sheer luck. So that's pretty funny to keep seeing. And he really doesn't want to be involved, but he keeps getting involved, and then he keeps just winning the scenario pretty much by sheer luck, or like his strong subordinates helping him, or him having a crazy reputation. So that one was great. Season 3 of Blue Lock is announced. We also heard that it's ending with a 1 hour episode. Then there was more season 2, wasn't there? Yes. We have oh no, those are from last week. So yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. All
Short.
right. Yeah. Yeah. We knew it was
Short.
going to be a light week, especially after Jump Festa. So
Jump Fest for
absolutely
sure.
100% expected. Uh, last week we put off Thriller Park. So just as a reminder, this Thursday we will be shut up, Gabby, back in the
Yeah,
park.
I didn't say anything.
You said enough without saying anything. Okay, to watch Higurashi When They Cry. At least the first season. I've
Yay!
been looking into it. I only think there's one real sequel. I think everything else is like spin-offs and side things and stuff like that.
They're
Uh,
all continuity. It's just like all of my Corpse Party things.
yes,
And
yes,
King's Game. There's lots of King's Game.
yes. So this Thursday in the Discord, we are starting episodes 1 through 3, most likely, of Higurashi. So the wait's finally over. We get to watch this one.
I'm
Yay!
very excited.
I know
He's
you're
so
very excited.
excited.
You'll get through it.
I'm not very
You can do it.
excited, but I'm going to sit and I'm going to watch it and I'm going to talk about it with you all. So
And he will
at the
enjoy
end of
it.
the day, Anime Chat wins. So, but let's get off of that. Gabby, we didn't get to a topic last week because we had a lot to discuss on some other things. But this week
Mhm.
you're back with a topic for us. So what is it for this week?
Yes. So I kind of had two I was picking between, but I think I'm just gonna go. See, they're both kind of ones that I like, but we'll go with a more general one instead of like a specific one to a specific series. I'll save that one for next week. But
All right.
whenever a new show comes out, or you're just looking at starting the show, you've always got the list. You always look at, you know, how's the animation, maybe what studio does it, what kind of genre is it, and then you're looking at characters. And the first thing you always look at is the main character. You kind of want to see that they are, and you can kind of get a feel for who they are just from maybe the trailer or how they look. But personality wise, when it comes to a main character, as you're watching the first one or two episodes, do you prefer a main character that is more stoic or maybe a more emotional main character in a general series for what you guys were? Some examples of an emotional one would be Deku from My Hero. He is
Gabby.
typically seen as a prime example of an emotional main character. He
Who's
is
the
very
first person that
feeling.
popped
He
in my head when
cries a
you said
lot. It's kind of obvious. He's a baby boy.
that? Hmm.
That is a pretty easy one. And then we have, let's just see. Some people actually consider Goku a pretty stoic character just because his seriousness about fighting, and not in his goofy personality, but beside that when he's actually fighting and
Hmm.
going through a lot of the trials and tribulations that he does go through, he's seen as very stoic. And you
Yeah,
can
I'm
have
not
a
gonna
mix
lie.
of
I'd
those
consider
traits,
all
but
shonen. Yeah, I'd
yeah,
consider all shonen MCs stoic for real because they all like are like
really.
super striving for their goal and like
Hmm.
always put themselves out there super hard. Versus you've got characters like Light Yagami, who's more emotional. He's stoic for sure, but he starts off emotional, which is why he becomes stoic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
So you said you
I
considered all shonen stoic.
pretty much. Like that's kind of like the formula for a shonen MC because they're like super putting themselves out there,
Hmm.
helping the weak, put themselves in the place of danger, usually striving for something that's unfeasible for them to achieve, stuff like that. Like for
I
example, Deku is emotional, but he's trying to become a hero and he has no damn powers. Like
Well,
that's
I was
pretty
gonna say with,
stoic.
with
Yes.
Deku, I think his thing is he starts off emotional, but by the time you get to where we're at now, he's more stoic. He's
Right.
more confident in
I
himself,
would agree.
confidence in his abilities. Now he'll stand toe to toe and won't flinch, talk trash to the enemies, all that kind of stuff. Where at the beginning he was doing it, but that fear, that emotion, all the crying, all that kind of stuff, that's kind of when it comes to those characters, like the emotional ones, I like to see that growth in them. I'm fine when they start
Hmm.
off that way. I just want to see them grow and get more confidence, like within their self. I like the more stoic characters overall, like what's his name, Jin, if I'm saying his name right, from Solo Leveling, and like he was
He's
emotional
like
probably like
edge.
the first episode, probably
He's the
when
edge
everything
lord.
first started
Yeah, he's
happening.
the
But
edge lord.
once he starts getting to his bag, he switches that real quick, and it's just becoming an absolute demon in that show. But I
Mhm.
think I prefer overall stoic. That just fits to the character types I like to follow. Like I'm a fan of like those anti-hero kind of people, like the Sasuke's and the
Yeah.
Vegetas and stuff like that. I always gravitate towards those characters in shows. So characters that hero characters, main characters that line up more with that is more so
Mhm.
immediately what I'm gonna gravitate to off the jump. But as the story gets rolling, you're learning more about everybody. I don't have a problem with the emotional ones. You know what I'm saying? As long as the story makes sense and it's growing in a way I think that makes sense to me. Their character development.
Okay.
Hmm.
Gotcha.
What about you, Gabs? Where do you sit over emotional versus stoic?
I actually prefer the characters, the main ones that are a mix, like Natsu from Fairy Tail, and I would say Luffy is more kind of a mix. They're emotional and they're a stoic character, and you can see that right off the back with how they
There's some
are
good ones. Yeah.
in fighting and obviously just in their personality. And there are a lot of characters that have that fun personality, but then fight. They is difference in how immediately they lock in on their battle. It's like the flip of a switch, and those are the characters that I like. Is that you just drop of a hat they can change immediately, but then
Hmm.
they can also change back to their fun personality, and those are actually the characters I prefer. Besides the ones that are either just all emotional or all stoic. Now, if a character does change and become that mix over time, I obviously will learn to love a character more. But right off the bat, if I find an anime that has a character that's a mix, is probably more prone to me actually getting really into it
Hmm.
than just kind of one trait over the other in the initial like first few episodes.
That's one thing I do like about the Straw Hats as a collective. Like they can be silly, goofy, stupid all the time. Even pick on
Every
their
character in the show
captain.
is silly and goofy.
Yeah, but like
Huh?
it's like that. But
They
then
are.
the second something gets serious, everybody instantly falls in line behind Luffy. Like all the seriousness stops and leaving Luke like I will beat your ass. Zoro got the sword ready, like just say go, please. Just say go and I'll cut him down. Like everybody just instantly falls in line. And then once they leave, it's back to their, stupid selves or whatever. So I've always loved
Yeah.
that about like that whole dynamic with them as it ties to what you're saying. But no, great question. Great question.
Mhm.
Okay. Fall season has pretty much come to an end. Usually we do our top episode, our top three episodes, for the week. But since the seasons have come to an end for the most part, let's give our top three shows from this season. We had a lot to look at this season. And we
Yes.
watched together more than usual. We had some highs, we had some lows, some surprises. So, who would like to go first in giving their top, or should we just go around giving our
Yeah,
top
sure.
ones?
Go around. Yeah, let's go
All right,
around. Something
all right.
different.
I'll go first, and I want to give my number one out first because I think it's something that might be all of our number ones possibly, but it's an obvious one for me. My number one overall is ReZero. I think they didn't miss a beat from beginning to end, from where they left off in season two. Production quality through the roof, which is one of the things I champion most about that show. Just everything from their angles to their music selection to the whole 9 yards. They did not skip a beat. Wish we would have got the whole season, but it's fine. We had a lot to watch, so I'm highly looking forward to the second core. Is that January as well, if I'm correct? Later into
Up in
January
like
when that starts,
February, I think.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
February.
it's not too far until we get that. But I think pound for pound, ReZero outdid themselves. They kept up with what they're known for. Like I said, didn't skip a beat and they knocked it out the park. They are without a doubt my number one anime from this fall season. So Noah, what about you? What's one of yours?
Just one of them or all three?
Uh, sure, just one of for right now. We'll just bounce around with it.
Um, um, ReZero, I guess, is number one. Yeah, for the season. ReZero
Yeah.
overall is number one. It's just my bias, my favorite, one of my favorite series, and they did real well this season. So definitely ReZero number one.
All right. What about you, Gab?
Uh, my number one is actually not ReZero. It's on my list, but it's not my number one. I absolutely loved it, but my number one is probably Dandadan. just
Okay.
because even though we had honestly a terrible ending to the season, very bad cliffhanger. Don't know why they did that. Should have been 13 episodes, not 12.
Yeah, and should have cut it down.
I Yeah. It just the way this show immediately kind of hooked me in. The opening, the colors, the characters, the way the animation was, the style, and just the concept. The plot was hilarious. I thought the
True.
powers were cool, and I could immediately see strong character bonds and relationships, and them really going into it. So it's definitely one of those that I'm like, I mean, I'm gonna read it. So it captured my heart immediately. A little
Okay.
different than ReZero that kind of already had my heart from what we've been watching. I mean, I watched the
Respect. Yeah.
first stuff with you guys, so I already loved it. But this was like, oh,
It was
I'm
more of a.
watching that.
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. That's probably why some other ones didn't make my list because, like a Kenshin, for instance, like I love Kenshin, but I have seen it before, but I'm watching it being remade and everything. So
Hmm.
not one of my standout ones. There's no, it was great. Like nothing was wrong with it. Like just still, like that
Yeah.
wasn't one of the ones that stand out to me. Uh, for my third, Suma Show, without a doubt. That one kind of captured my heart from the very beginning, and it would not let go to save my life. Like when it comes to slice of life, like I said when I finished the finale, uh, I think it's one of the strongest ones, definitely for this season in the slice of life category. I think it deserves a nomination as far as like awards, time, and all that kind of stuff. Uh, great story. Once again, yes, terrible English title, but great story overall. That was super emotional, and it, like I said, it pulled you in and did not want to let go. Yeah, I can't say anything else. Like that's just a great show overall to me. So that was my third biggest one from this fall
How'd you get
season.
to three when you said your first?
Well, yeah, first one, yeah, I'm saving my two to last because two came out of left field.
Are we going to
It's
order? You doing this crazy?
He's doing his own thing. We can do
I
what
know.
we
I'm
want.
like,
nothing
what's he
wrong with
doing? All right. Don ReZero, Don Don Bleach. Those are my top three. The top three of the non-popular ones, or absolutely amazing. Definitely gonna get Anime of the Year awards. Kenshin, disgustingly good. The remake was just so good. Everything they've been doing was wonderful. I know I've seen it before and I saw it recently, but I forgot a lot of this shit, even seeing it like a
it.
year ago. So just watching again, it's just beautiful. Kenshin's such a god tier MC. I just need Yusuke next. And then Blue Box. Blue Box is just like I said, I've seen a lot of
This is
romance. Romance don't
cute.
attach me, usually because they're too cheesy, too sappy, too unrealistic. This one
Hmm.
was very relatable, super realistic, super normal circumstances with normal kids, no perverts, no, you know, I mean, kids can be perverts, but like just super normal kids that are relatable. Um, they're relatable too, and I definitely put it above like my other favorite one, which was um, losing too many heroines, which I even put
Okay.
above Aaliyah and Russian.
That's a good one.
So yeah, Don Don, Bleach, ReZero, but ReZero, Bleach, Don Don in that order. Don Don, I like. I've read very far ahead. I like it, but like I always say, I have a goofy limit. So until the story gets about a little bit more serious, I never fully gave
Hmm.
my answer to Gabby's question, but that's why I kind of like why I like the stoic characters because I do have a goofy limit myself, and I like to know that things
That's
are
fair.
serious and things aren't, which I think is why I've always had Naruto like this much above One Piece in my head because like I've got like just a level of I don't know that 5 year old cool ninja who never breaks character is still inside of my head always when I think of action and stuff. So I think that's why I have
Hmm.
Don a little bit lower, but just with the production and stuff, it was just undeniably so good. The animation was good. The
Yeah.
voice actor is probably my favorite thing. Momo and Okaroon,
Yeah.
they absolutely
Hmm.
created, killed, and made those characters. The voice acting was mid. That show would not be as popular. It was definitely stuff that people don't realize, and they're sitting there watching and getting attached because Momo was good. Momo played that character so well for voice actress. So
Was really good.
No, that
yeah,
was.
so
Don
those
Don
are
was a
my
fire. Yeah,
those are my
was a
top.
fire.
Bleach gets a points. Bleach, I would actually put Orb in my top three because Orb's story is just immaculate. That's a really powerful series.
Hmm.
But and it's not done. It's got 12 more episodes coming. But
Nice.
what is it? Bleach is just a animation masterpiece. So it's like That's a once in a very long time set of animation, similar like Wistoria and other stuff. So
Mhm.
that's why I put it in my top 3, probably strictly for production values. Because as of last core has fallen down as far as story values. So that's my
With
top
that,
3, and then my 3 of the non-popular ones because the AAAs are always probably going to be
yeah,
my top 3.
yeah. I would say I wanted to put Daimachi in my top, but production values, they had to take a hiatus and it's not coming back till April. So not
The
sure
only
how
reason
that.
I didn't because it was just story. It was all story, but the story didn't clear Orb. Absolutely not. Like the story was great, but
Mhm.
not better than Orb, not better than ReZero, not better than not even Kenshin to me, not better than any of those. But the story was really good.
Story was,
Sorry to cut you
yeah.
off.
No, story was really good. Yeah, like I said, it could have been higher if they didn't get cut off because of the production issues that they were having. So
There's
not
only
knowing how
one
much,
more episode.
it's just
We
one.
got some. Yeah, it's literally the final episode. It's coming out April 25th. I don't know why they're waiting all the way till April, but it's
Wait,
that's
for one
literally just
episode?
yeah. It's only one more. So that's what I'm saying. You can kind of judge it from here, but we didn't get the
Why?
conclusion,
I didn't
which
realize it
they've
was just one
concluded each.
episode left. Okay,
Yeah,
so
they've concluded each season pretty well. So
they have,
Hmm.
they have, yeah, because leaving us on that cliffhanger, like everybody got washed. Like we're just supposed to
yeah,
wait till
we
April
know
now.
Freya's gonna have to become an enemy. So it's probably gonna be another core or something coming where they're gonna have to fight Freya's family because now that she done brainwashed the whole kingdom. Slight spoiler, sorry, Gabby. But she's gonna end up
I'm not
being
gonna
an
remember it.
enemy
Mm,
at some
yeah,
point. So I'm assuming that's what's coming next. Because Bell finally snapped out of that BS that he was getting
yeah,
it mixed up in. Yeah.
yeah. But fire the last episode. Hopefully, like I said, I didn't realize there was one episode left. But all right, here's what it is.
Yeah, that's it. They announced it the other day because people were worried. I'm like, this studio doesn't do a lot, so it should be back soon.
Well, that's good
Good.
to know. All right, so
Excuse
oh
me.
man, uh, Blue Lock slid into my number 2 position, and I didn't see that coming.
Word.
We had very harsh language, harsh words about Blue Lock, which was deservingly so because that episode was god awful. But we had talked about getting back into it,
Look
and
at Gabby.
I know just
I'm like, I don't care if
I
your
need
half
more
of your anime is
explanation.
that bad. I can't put you up there. Half of your shit was BS.
How is that? I can tell. I can say it being on the list. How the ever loving hell did that make it to number 2?
I know,
When
because
but
we have
Bleach,
Nina
Kenshin,
that
all those different
exists.
I can tell
things.
you why.
We
Like
have
Me,
2 or 3
Nina.
episodes of good story or 24 great episodes. Like, come on
here's
now.
the thing: we had a problem with
You
the
even made
animation, but
Ray mad.
the story was not the problem. It was the problem with the animation of that episode and things they were doing around that episode. It
Not
wasn't the
just that
story.
episode, 11 episodes. We checked out like episode
The
They
like
whole season was the problem.
11. Not after like around 10ish, they got the animation back to what it was
Come here.
previously.
and look, see that look. Y'all not letting me get it out. Listen to me.
Go ahead,
Listen to me.
go ahead.
They
I'm
turned it
vetoing
around.
Give
your
him one more
number
ball.
2.
No,
Give
no,
him one
no,
more
you're
ball.
not. No, you're not. They go ahead, get out your system. Go ahead, get out your system, Gab. Go ahead.
That's
No, I
enough. That's
did. I
enough.
did. You're good. You're good.
Okay.
Keep
That's enough.
talking.
They turned it around in a good way. The story got better. The U20 match was awesome. Animation got better. Wasn't what we were hoping for at first.
Did the animation get better or did it go back to the mid it was last season? Because last
Let me
season
say
it was
something.
never
PowerPoint?
good. It was
PowerPoint
just
version 2?
acceptable.
What all right, it got better. I'm gonna say season
I'm gonna have to
one
watch
ish, if
this.
not a little bit better. But it got better. Not what we need, not what we want, but it did get better. But that finale was hands down the best finale of anything that came out this season. And what they did with this finale was top level, like movie shit that we want to see on a regular basis.
It was
It
still
was,
gonna be some stills, and then so you're telling me there was them actually running around in hands-on
bruh,
animation.
the finale is fire.
Because I feel like I would have seen it on my Twitter if that was the case. And I've seen
The,
stuff on Twitter,
no,
but
like,
the only thing I've seen is this face, this ugly ass face is the only thing I've seen on
oh
Twitter.
yeah,
That's
that's
it.
a
So I'm like, I feel like if it was really that crazy, but for 2 or 3 episodes to make it your top
Why
2
does
is
that look
crazy.
gross?
because he was losing his
Why
mind at
does
that
he
point.
like that?
That's why
Yeah.
he was losing his mind.
Nah,
at that
I
point.
mean it's fine. It's fiction. It's funny, but it's just Jordan did the tongue. People do the tongue. They tried
Yeah.
to make it look cool. It looked
This
a little
is
weird, but
soccer.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, that moment is when they right after that moment is when they give you like that with the animation I'm talking about, like that hand drawn.
Yeah.
This is the climax. Him and his brother going at it on the field 1-on-1. Everybody standing on their feet. It looked fantastic, and it was what we've been looking for. Like that great hand drawn quality, like full motion. You're seeing everything happen. Like it was great, and how the whole match came to a close was fire, and what they're doing to set up the next season was fire. I think overall pound for pound they turned what was terrible into something good, and going forward, looking at how they did the final episode, Bandai Namco, y'all cannot go back after that last episode. We cannot go back to what it was
They're
before.
going back for surely. We got 24 episodes besides that one. They're going back.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a dis. They have to do more of that. I'll say they have to do more of what they did in the end
And I bet you know
throughout the
what's
show.
crazy? I bet you if that episode truly was, which I'm not gonna lie, I gotta see it to believe it. But if that episode truly was hand drawn and in motion, then it was probably a different art director, which means if season 3 they go with the same art director, boom, CG.
Like once it got into it, I was watching at work. They was like, okay, y'all, yeah, this whole match was great. Like I said, you've gotten back to why we like the show in the first place, so that the animation isn't as garbage as it was. But it's like they said, what's left? We saved all this money. What's left in the budget? Have fun with it. Just throw that and let me see what y'all can do. And
So wait, them 6 to 7 episodes was better than Bleach, better than Blue Box, better than Kenshin, better than Don
they got
better
here's the
than
thing. They got more of a
those
reaction out of
6 decent
I
episodes.
don't believe it's
they
better
got
than
Decent
Nina.
they got more of a reaction out of me than anything else
than the
I've watched
whole
this
Don.
season. Watching, yes,
That's
pound for
crazy.
pound, they got more. They got
I am
more of a
confused,
physical
bro. I
reaction
can't
from me
lie.
watching
And that
to
means
be
it
excited
made
about it.
number 2?
Yeah, because other stuff I was watching.
I just can't in my head justify 6 good episodes out of a 24 anime making it to my 2. You got to be good all the
It's the
way. You
comeback.
can't
It's the
just be
comeback
you
for
can't
me.
the comeback, but then you got to factor in like the ass cuz it's like for example, if a player in sports is good part of the year and then the second half of the year they ain't going to be MVP. That's just going to be, you know what I mean, a
I
great
said
player.
MVP of the year. I said for this
That's number
season.
2. That's damn near
For,
MVP.
for this
That's why
season,
I'm like that's
for
crazy
me,
high. It's your pick.
it's
I'm just
for me.
talking my shit.
It's
But
just for me. Like I said, it
to
got more of
say
a
only
physical
6
reaction.
good episodes,
It,
that's
it, it
crazy.
made me like react physically watching it, like want to get up and cheer and stuff like that, just like Suma Show did. It made me feel something when I was watching that show. So I have to count that as something when anything that I watch. Like if you make me feel something, I can sit and watch something all day and just be like, oh, that was dope. You know what I'm saying? Just keep going on about my day. All right, that was cool. That was pretty. Yada yada. But these made me like want to cheer, want to get up and stuff like that, like watching these things. So
Right.
like I said, to pull an
I mean,
emotion
I've
like that
seen the
out of me,
pinnacle of hype Blue Lock. I just even unless it's the entire time, I can't. I like I said, that ain't going to my top because it had too much of a bad start. It was such a bad start. It couldn't.
it's all about
It
the
was such a bad. Like half the anime is literally unwatchable. So I'm like, I can't put that season in my. That's half an anime. You gotta skip till 12, then watching is tough. No,
not
but
like
hey,
no, the story and everything was fine the whole time. It was just the bad animation they were having problems with.
sure, but that's a whole package. Anime, I'll read the manga.
Yes,
If I'm
yes, it
watching
is.
the anime, I'm talking about the best animated production. Blue Lock falls to like number 12 from what I've seen so far. I gotta see
Like I
the
said,
end, but like
the comeback
15
for
Yeah.
decent.
me. It's the comeback for me. Like being
Right.
down so bad and coming back and finishing on such a high note. Like okay, like
That just
That
makes
the
me think,
bar is
why didn't
pretty
you do this
low.
earlier?
when I do what?
That just makes me think if they came back at such a high, what the heck were they doing earlier?
Precisely. Now they did say it was up to release and this and that, but I'm like, okay, but that comes down to the production. So if the whole production wasn't good, then the whole production wasn't good. It might have had a couple good
Yeah.
episodes. It might have had like Ninja Kamui. Ninja Kamui had one of the best first episodes in anime history. I give it a 3, nigga. Tell me you don't give that anime a 3. That
I
one of the best
I
first.
never finished this, so I can't give it. I never finished this, so I can't put it on the
Neither did
scale.
I so 1, 2
He's
good
still gonna
episodes.
give it
Don't
a
do it.
3.
It's a production. It's a production. If your production failed, your production failed. Even if you came back, your production failed. But I'll stop my shit talking. I hear your pick. Wait, don't you have another one to say? Or let's go to Gabby, I
No,
guess.
it's Gabby. It's Gabby.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, my one was Dandadan. My number 2 was probably oh shit. There's too many good things.
Did Blue Lock final episode come out?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
The 40-minute episode or whatever.
Episode 13 to 14. Yeah,
Okay.
watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna catch up.
Trying
I'm
to
gonna catch
decide
up.
on two. Number 2 is probably Mecha Ude. I just literally finished it before we
Okay.
started recording. I
Yeah.
absolutely loved it. It was hype all the way through. Um, the characters are just so unique in their designs, and I just really like the concept and the colors that they splashed into there. They're so bright. I love bright colors. Y'all know that about me. If an anime has these colors, then I will probably go for it. But it gave me the hype of a shonen that I haven't had in a while. And I really appreciated that from Mecha Ude.
Hell
So
yeah.
that's kind of what really got me done. One of these past ending episodes, I think it was episode like 10. Um, 10 and 11, pretty dang emotional scenes for me. I absolutely loved it. I think I was crying by the end of episode 10.
Okay.
It's it's really good. The voice acting amazing. The opening is I think I think I might like Mecha Ude's opening more than Danzadon's. Um, it's just it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And there's one
No.
part
Oh,
in
we
the
can say
opening
that our
that
favorite openings of the year too. Sorry.
yeah. No, you're good. That is a good one. We should definitely do that. But there's one part in the opening that I just realized in the last one of the last episodes that I'm like, oh, that's what they were referencing. And I love when they do that. That makes
Mhm.
me so happy because I think, oh, it's just part of the opening. It's it's pretty. It's just a picture. It's just what they did for visuals. And I'm like, oh, it's connected. I love when they stick that in there. It's so cool. Um, and then number 3 is Nina, the Starry Bride.
Nice.
I Noah, you need to watch
I'm
Nina.
going to. It's on my
You
list.
do. Yeah,
That one looks
it's
like it's
really
well
good
produced. That's why I'm gonna
romance.
watch it because all the other
It is
romance
very
just look
well
a little.
produced.
Yeah.
Characters' eyes are a big focus of the show because she's a starry bride. She got like the starry blue eyes. That's a lot of
Nina's
they
starting to
focus
frustrate
on that a
my
lot.
ass. Nina's getting on my nerves.
Oh, why?
She needs to start making some decisions. She is all over the place when
Oh,
it
I
comes to
hate
these two dudes.
indecisive characters in
She
romance.
is all over the place.
She's indecisive, but for reasons because it's related to kind of what her goals are. So that's the reason she's indecisive. I don't find it as annoying as I feel like I should have, but because I can see that it within her political and personal struggles with her standing and then her emotions trying to fight the two out. It makes sense to me. And I'm because it gives me Snow White with the red hair vibes, if you both have ever seen that.
Okay.
It's another really good romance anime that I highly recommend and wish it would get a third season. But
There we go.
love Nina. Can't can't wait for the next one. They set it up really good for a season 2, and I really hope they go there, but this is definitely one I will be reading as well.
So that's number
Um,
2. That's your number 2.
that's my number 3.
Okay.
It went Danzadan, Mecha Ude, and then Nina. And honorable mentions are Notorious Talker. I am really into that show. Another show with good eyes, good characters. Noel Stolen, best character. I love him. He is messed up so much. Oh my
I would
god.
rate that show a
He
little
is
bit higher, but like
fantastic.
Noel is like one of the only good characters in the show.
See, I like his team of characters. Like he just
I
got
like
his
them
fourth
too.
guy
They're
in,
just
and they're they're all
it's
pretty
a little
unique, and I
bland.
love the designs.
Yeah.
Hmm?
The girl with the multicolored. Yeah.
Yeah, she's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think her name starts with an A, and I
I
can't
can't
I gotta
remember
remember.
finish that one.
because there's so many other. I wanted to say Alma, but that is the character from Mecha Ude, who is the arm.
Right.
Um, and then I'll become the villainess. Had that like one or two bad episodes for me with how they were depicted in the anime versus the manga, but
Did it have a comeback
it's not
worthy
bad.
of top 2?
No, they're an honorable mention. Definitely not a top
Okay.
2 comeback.
Just joking.
Definitely not.
I'm having fun.
Definitely not that. I don't know. Blue Lock's like number 12
Oh,
for
I'm just
me right
joking.
now.
Go
It's all
ahead.
good. We
But
haven't seen it yet. It's all
love
good.
I loved Villainous too. They also set themselves up for some more cool stuff. They resolved some cool issues. I'm interested to see what they go if they'll get. I feel like this is a show that's gonna get a second season because it reminds me of another villainous show that came out. I think it was last year, and it's got like 2 or 3 seasons now. So I think this is one that they're going to continue with. If not, I hope, because we had some good character reunions, we had some more good spells, um, and there was a bit of good romance development. And right now we've been exiled, so that's fun. We love exploring a good exile on purpose.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, that's I caught up with Blue Box. I know that's not finished yet. Blue Box is gonna full 24, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah. The
I'm
last two
excited to
chapters
see
have
where
been
the rest of
so
that
good.
goes because
They keep getting
currently
this
we're at the
close.
yeah. Oh yeah, when she was sitting there talking to him, I'm like,
They keep getting this close, and then she's
is
like,
he asleep or not?
"So I had to forget that, like, I'm a girl and you're a guy, so let's just forget about the other night." I'm like, "No, don't say that."
Wrong.
I'm like, "Nothing even happened, bro." I'm like, "You're insinuating that something happened now by saying let's forget about it when we both could have just been at that. We know something happened, but we're not going to acknowledge it. But something happened."
That
There was a
that
moment
good
was had.
tension feeling.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
But
Yeah.
no, I'm not gonna let that happen.
Let's see. For honorable mentions, Ramna and Yakuza Fiance for me. Just seeing Ramna come
Oh
back
yeah,
and
Yakuza.
I absolutely loved the remake so far, and knowing that they're really adapting it this time around, and I actually get to see like how it all comes to an end, how it's supposed to, and everything. I'm super excited. And I think Mappa did a good job with having it in their hands. And I just love this world of Yakuza Fiance, and I can't wait to see just where we go in the next season. Like,
Mhm.
dude is unhinged. I swear. Like, even the last episode, he was doing creepy
He is
stuff.
entirely unhinged.
Yeah, yeah. Enjoyed the finale of it.
It's funny.
Yeah, him licking lotion out of her
Mhm.
hands. Like, dude got problems.
Yeah, I questioned that.
Yeah, that was so
I
weird. And
questioned. Oh yeah, my hands are dry. Do you want some lotion? Yeah, yeah. Here you go. Yeah, just open it. It's like, oh, okay.
then like him looking like he wanted to
I
snap her finger real quick. I'm like, dude, let her go. You are crazy.
was confused if he wanted to kill her or if I was getting some sexual attention. We were gonna get a kiss, but I'm like,
Bro was
I
licking
think
I don't know what I
Lubriderm.
got.
yes, he's weird. He tries to be all nice, but it's so fake when he's trying to be all nice and everything. And she keeps calling him out on it. Then he gets these moments where you see like any second, I could just slip your throat and not care, and she be
I
catching
think
him in
he
those
has
moments.
really bad cuteness aggression. He loves her so much he wants to kill her. Isn't that right, Ray? I don't want to kill you. You're just very cute.
But yeah, it's a very interesting dynamic. And I loved how like she had him in the punishment box for the whole episode because of him and Shoma. Like, nope, not gonna talk to you
Mhm.
for 24 hours. And he was losing his mind about it. Like, she stands with her boy. I like that. She stands with her best friend. Like,
72 hours.
yeah, like you need to
Abby, you know
relax.
we have some great romance coming next season because we have um
Hmm.
Apothecary Diaries and My Happy Marriage coming back
I
next
know, and I
season.
need to watch
I'm
both of
so
those.
So it's some
excited for
I have to
both
watch
of
both of
those.
those.
I
Yeah.
know it's some peak romance. And then the third peak,
Oh, the
which both of
carries.
y'all need to watch so we can talk about it over this
Hmm.
next season, is 100 Girlfriends that really, 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 really
I
love me.
have it.
Oh, yeah, the one you
I
told us
added it.
about
I
last
added
time.
it. Yes, I have it.
Y'all
So
need to
we can do
watch
that.
that
Yeah.
one because this one's like it's like Rent a Girlfriend where it's just trash, but it's good trash. You know what I mean? It's just
Those are good
hilarious
times,
trash.
Noah. Those are some good
So
times with me and you watching that together and us yelling at the screen each
yeah,
week
yeah, yep,
because they were being
yep.
idiots.
So this season we'll have a lot of like non AAA stuff to watch because the only AAA stuff coming out is Pocket Theory Diaries, Solo Leveling, Sakamoto Days, Doctor Stone, Final Arc Begins, My Happy Marriage,
Dr. Stone.
and that's about it. And then you got the continuing from um
Yeah, like Blue Box
One
and
Piece and Blue
yeah,
Lock,
all that stuff.
Kenshin.
Yeah,
Yep. So and
Blue
then they have
Box.
that Kaiju number 8 episode coming out. They have did you ever watch Ald Noah?
No.
Ald Noah Zero. It's like a mech
Yes, yes,
anime.
I've seen
You
it.
seen
I
it?
know they got the new special episode or
Yeah,
whatever
they have a
coming out.
special coming out next
Yeah,
season too.
I
Yeah,
enjoyed
I
that one.
watched a little bit of it.
Yeah,
It's funny. It's called Ald Noah,
yeah.
but yes, and they have the Kaiju number 8 movie coming out, which is a
Right.
recap.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we got a lot of good random stuff that we can watch next season. And then Gabby can also catch up on Konosuba, um,
Haimachi.
Danmachi.
Hmm.
I'm
Um,
making my way downtown, guys. It's happening.
what's the other one? Jobless Reincarnation.
Yes. I feel like Konosuba though we have to watch together because that one is just too freaking hilarious. That is too funny,
Konosuba is always a great time.
and it's crazy how it's funny no matter if you watch it like as different as it might be, whether you're watching it dubbed or sub, they're both absolutely hilarious,
Hmm.
which is interesting. But yeah, but since we threw it out there real quick, anybody have a favorite opening from the season?
Oh yeah, definitely. Kenshin is number one by Tatsuya Kitani. He did Bleach Core 1. He did Jujutsu Kaisen Imanimo. He did
Mm,
one other that I'm forgetting, and then he did this one, which is just my absolute favorite intro. Not even just this season, the entire year. And
okay,
then if I were to go top three, it would be Orb. Orb's intro is a banger. So it would probably be that, Orb, and Don Don or Bleach. Probably Bleach honorable mention because Bleach is really good too. But Don
mine
Don, Orb, and what's the first one I said? Kenshin.
Kenshin. Mine is
Yeah,
Kenshin number one, Bleach second, Down third.
word.
I'd probably go Mecha Ude, Don
Ah,
Oh, you
that's
like the
Don,
right.
Kenshin
and
one too?
then
Yeah, Mecha Uda is
Mega
good
Ude
too.
is a really good one too. Yeah, Mega Ude is a really good
Mecha
one.
Ude is a really good one. It's just the I forget what group does it, but it's just too good. I can't. Um, my third one, see, Do Over Damsel actually has a really good opening for me. I really like hers, but Notorious Talker might be my third one.
Okay.
That
Mm,
one's also very good.
that one's good. Oh, the outro to Grieving Souls is so good, bro. It's so
Is that?
good. The goofy one, Gabby, you heard it. The
Yeah,
really goofy
Yeah,
one,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. The
that
goofy
one is
one.
so
That
good.
one is funny.
I
I
don't
need
know.
to.
I don't know why, but that one caught on to me so well. Also, a super honorable mention is the intro and outro to Tower of God. As bad as the animation has been, their
Mm.
soundtrack and intro and outro is
True,
peak as hell, like
true,
album
true.
level good.
I
So
just even forgot about
they
it. Like we stepped away from that so long ago. I completely forgot about Tower of God.
yeah, we did.
Yeah, but you're right. The intro and outro on that is absolutely fire, for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, they could be up for something as far as like intro, outro for the end of the year, stuff like that. They could have some nominations coming their way.
Yeah, so next season we will. I mean, when we do this special episode, we'll film what we gotta look for, and I think they have a bunch of intros already out. We're actually a little bit late. We should have done it last week, but that's okay.
Nah, we'll look to get into that this weekend. Yeah, put
Hmm.
something together with that for sure.
Mhm.
Uh, but yeah, before we get out of here, anything else anybody would like to throw out there before we head out and toe down for the evening? Anything we're
I
missing?
did not think of a topic this week,
That's fine. It's holiday week. We've been doing stuff.
but
It's
I do
okay.
have
We're
one.
back on the ground. Okay,
I do have one.
we'll
Y'all
Good.
tell me, y'all tell me a title that y'all think is overrated that y'all don't really understand and can't get the hype around why everyone likes. Like for example, I know you like Hunter x Hunter, but that I mean you think Hunter x Hunter is overrated, but that one's obvious. So give me a new one.
Tokyo Ghoul.
Low. And
Tokyo Ghoul.
then
We
well, hold
mentioned
on, let
earlier.
me finish. Let me finish.
Okay, both I
Tokyo
had
Ghoul
one.
is notably bad because
He
the
was
other season,
ready. He's like, that one.
but I know,
No, it was an easy answer for me.
but
That's why I was like, oh, I have. That's easy.
but
Okay.
that and I'll give you my pick, my example first. My example is this new series, Shangri-La. Everyone loves it, and I
Oh,
absolutely
yeah.
am so bored watching it. I have no idea why people like it. I kind of do, but it's like the fact that I need stakes in an anime. I need stakes.
Mm,
And the fact that he logs out at the end of the day and goes to the convenience store just shows me all the gritting and grinding and clenching your teeth isn't really for anything at the end of the day but to level up. So it's like no
I
matter
get
how
that.
cool they make it, I can't get over the fact that he's not gonna die. So it's all good, you know.
Mm.
I get that. I
How
get that as
about
far as
y'all?
the stakes. Well,
Um,
you already know what my pick is. Tokyo Ghoul. Like I said, I just don't.
Tokyo Ghoul.
Tokyo Ghoul. I
I need a
just.
minute.
But I have a question about that though. Did you like season one? Because the rest of
I'm
the
trying
anime
to go
is
back
completely
and
poop. But season one is great.
So-
that's the one where he fights Jason at the end.
It's where he fights I forget what the
Yeah,
female's name is.
the one
Yeah,
that.
that's all the
Yeah,
iconic scenes and stuff. It's only
yeah,
12 episodes, but it's pretty good. Like pretty good action horror shonen.
season one was, from what I can remember, I wouldn't mind doing a rewatch. I think I might have watched it
I
twice.
think you would like it. If I know what you like, I think you would like it
I
because
didn't. Both times I've watched it, I've not. I might cared a little
not
bit
off
in
some
season
like
one.
it's my favorite, but I'm interested type stuff. But if you say you watched it twice, then okay.
Yeah, I've tried, but I have come to know that yes, it's not based on, like, it's not really following what the manga is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they
So
skipped a bunch of stuff, did anime only stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
like I didn't even go watch anything that came out afterwards. I was so done with that. Like, I'm done with this. I don't
I
know.
got
I can't get
part way
behind
through
it.
the second season. That's the only anime ever where I just started watching someone else. Didn't even actively say in my head I'm dropping it, and then I just noticed like 2 weeks later, like, huh, I guess I never
Yeah.
finished watching it, and I just never
Like
did.
with the remake, I've said to myself that if they'd actually do a remake for it, I will give it another shot because I know it's not true to what the manga is. But
Yeah,
outside of that, it didn't it did not land for me. Yeah, that little outfit, the
right,
mask, and all that kind of stuff was cool. Like certain things
right.
about it was cool, but overall, I'm like, stuff just doesn't make sense. Like I'm trying here, and it's just not holding my attention whatsoever. Like there's something missing here that I'm not getting. And knowing the fact that a lot of people seem to feel that way about season two. All right, so
Okay,
it is what it
Tokyo
is.
Ghoul.
Yeah.
What about you, Gabby?
Hmm. I'm trying to think if there's. I don't know if there's an anime I've even watched that I haven't watched. Most anime is just like I look at it and like I don't want to. The first thing that pops in my head is JoJo. Like I don't. I never understood JoJo. I've never watched
Oh
it.
wait, but you haven't seen it. No, give
But
me
like,
something you've
Yeah.
see,
seen,
that's the
Gabby.
thing. I don't know. I don't watch animes that I have no interest in. That's
No,
the
not like
thing.
that, but like maybe you finished it and then you got to the end and you're kind of
Yeah,
like,
it
I
was
mean,
like,
I liked it, but I don't really. It's not my, you know what I mean,
or maybe you
bread
watched
and
it because a lot of
butter.
people were
As to where
recommending
like
it, saying it's great, and
a
then you
whole
The
watched it,
thing
you're
bunch
is,
of
like, I don't
people
get
people
it.
say
see. The
it's
thing
the
is, before
one,
y'all, people recommended me anime. I didn't watch it.
right?
Oh, I feel
I
special.
ne-
Thank you.
I never like. You gotta push. You have to push me like y'all have been to actually watch things that people recommend. Like if I don't be continued to push something, I just won't watch it. I am very. I'll watch it if I feel like it. YouTube runs my
Picky.
life.
Okay.
Hmm.
I guess picky in a sense, yeah. Um, but I guess if I'm thinking of something that I watched and I look back and I've never watched again, probably the Sword Art Online series. I'd never go back and watch any of those again, except for maybe the
That's a
first
great
episode. So
answer.
that's kind of cool.
That's a great answer.
But I have no.
That's a great answer. That's a great
I
answer because
just.
I'm right there with you.
I mean,
I don't get it.
I
Like,
watched the first season. I watched the second season, and I think I watched the first season of Gun Gale, and I'm like, oh yeah, that was enjoyable. But I don't care about it
I
at all,
watched up
and
to
I kind of
episode,
don't like seeing stuff about it anymore. I'm like, can you get that out of my face?
I think
Which
8
is terrible
episodes. I
because
was
I
like,
No,
this
cosplayed as
is
Asuna.
the
really.
sheer disrespect,
Yeah,
the
I
sheer
still have the
disrespect this
cosplay and
episode,
the
I can't
hairpiece
deal
for
with.
her. And the thing is, I
I
still
got to
like the
episode 8.
series, but I just don't want to hear about it anymore.
Same.
I don't think it's
Like I
going
got to
anywhere.
episode 8 and I was like, this is
See, but she's a
fun.
cool character. I like her. Sorry, Noah.
No,
Go
you're good.
ahead.
You're good. My bad. I'm cutting you off.
No, no, no.
Um,
You're good.
I think that I got to like episode 8 and I was like, it's cool. Like I really was locked in. But then towards the end of season 1, we all know why. I wasn't a big
Yeah.
fan of it. And then season 2, I was like, it's kind of cool. It was like a little less power of friendship than Fairy Tale. But I like Fairy Tale better
Fairy
because it
Tail is
had more
the
interesting
ultimate
characters.
power of friendship.
Yeah. But it was kind of like made to be that way. Sword Art Online kind of gave you this dark feel, and then they would bust out the power of friendship. So it's like it kind of
That's
felt
fair.
misplaced as to where Fairy Tale, it's like this happy ass show. I know the power of friendship is coming, so I'm here for it.
Yeah.
That's how it felt to me.
Yeah.
But
I'm
yes,
sorry, Sid.
sorry, that's our decision.
SAO is not my jam.
That's mine all day.
Dot
That's
Hack
my
did it
thing. It is
better.
what it is.
Dot Hack did it
I
better.
I watched that one day. Right now is SAO all day, so it is. I
What do you
bangs with
think, Ray?
SAO.
Yeah, what do you think?
Nobody asked you. Well, she asked you, but none of us asked you, Ray.
Marley,
What do
what
you
you think
think?
of
I asked
SAO?
her.
It's mid. Oh, sorry.
Whatever.
It is
SAO
mid.
SAO is great. I love it.
How many seasons does it have? 3,
Four,
4?
three
Shouldn't even got
movies,
4.
3 canon
I thought it
movies,
had more
and
than 4.
4.
No, the movies, because they had to. The A1 was like, all right, we're moving on to
Because there's
Fate and Soul
There's 3
Leveling and all that
movies.
other stuff. Or like, we'll drop movies.
There's the 2 progressive movies that are doing the retelling through Austin's perspective and of the events of Sword Art Online, and it's Ordinal Scale, which is one of my favorite anime movies. That takes place in between seasons 2 and 3, if I'm remembering correctly. All 3 of the movies are canon, and like I said, it's 4
However,
movies.
yeah. A1, which I'm not actually talking shit, but A1, they had I mean, Sword Art Online was one of their biggest projects, but then they, excuse me, got a burp stuck. Then they were moving on to like Sword Art Online, Fate, what's the one with the girls and the guns? That series and stuff like that. And I think they decided to just drop those
Lycurus
in
Recoil.
movies. Lycurus Recoil, yeah.
Okay.
So I think they decided to drop the rest of Sword Art Online in movies because I'm not sure. I feel like it would still get. I feel like it has enough motion to get a weekly, but they decided to.
Well,
pull out some.
there's I believe there's another season in the bag, or at least they left it off for another. They left it off for another season, and
I
as
think that's
far
coming
as
out in
just
the movie. Isn't it?
no, the movies
I
right
think
now
they're
focused on the progressive movies because that's a whole different story they're telling. Like I said, it's about Asana's recollection of what happened during Sword Art Online. So it's
okay.
rewatching those first 12 episodes, but in movie format, seeing questions that we might have about like where Asuna was at the time, where Kirito was. You get to see everything from that perspective.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They're milking it right now. That's
yeah,
what they
so,
did, and then they dropped those movies, and then because I was like, I feel like it's definitely not nearly as popular as it was, and it's kind of like a popular thing to shit on like Line. So I'm like, I feel like it still has just from that enough motion. Like they dropped Fairy Tail 1,000 Year Arc, so I'm like, I feel like it has enough
it does.
motion to use if
So
they.
I
wait,
gotta
is
go through.
Gun Gale like in the Sword Art Online series, or is that a separate
No, that's
one?
separate. That's a
Yeah,
whole separate story.
you have
That's
season
the one
2,
I like.
season 2 was when Gun Gale was first introduced. The spin-off one with the little girl or whatever, the little pink rabbit girl or whatever, is in the same world,
Oh,
just a
there's
whole
a
different.
spin-off.
Yeah,
Okay, I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
I
that's
only
what
saw
I'm
the
airing
Gun
right
Gale
now.
that was integrated in the Sword Art series.
right. That was season 2 when they first brought in Gun Gale in season 2.
Yeah.
The first half of
The
season
one with
2.
the
Yeah,
little girl was kind of cool. I haven't watched the second season. Maybe I will, but I kind of like that one.
yeah,
They just
yeah.
dropped the second season.
I have my issues with Sword Art, but overall, I love the show. Period. I got to go to the 10-year like anniversary celebration at Anime NYC a couple years ago. I had a great freaking time in there. You know what I mean? So, but that's one of my personal just favorites. Means something to me. Doesn't have to mean something to everybody else. It's just one of mine that I love to champion and enjoy. One of my comfort animes. So that's just one of my babies. If y'all don't like it, it is what it is. We all like stuff different. At the end of the
It's
day,
a
we all like
baby.
cool stuff together. But still, good question.
Okay.
Still, good
You're a
question.
baby.
Hmm.
All right.
Okay,
I have another one like that, but that's
we can hold
that
it
was
for
a good
another
one for
time.
this. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we can hold it for another time. That was a good one. So we can go ahead and get out of here. I have editing to do, and I have to go watch Monday Night Raw because the last one on USA for the past 30 years before they go to Netflix. So I expect them to take it out pretty big. So that's what my night has planned for me. Uh, we will get together, like we said, hopefully sometime this weekend, do a nice little special episode for you guys as long as schedules line up and things go according to plan. But regardless, we will be back here next week for another episode of Lotus Snacks Anime Chat Podcast. And don't forget, Thursday, 9:30 in the Discord. Gabby, what are we watching again, just so people know?
We're watching Higurashi When They Cry. Please come see said Scream in Terror.
Oh, it ain't gonna be no screaming and terror. It will be cutting off and logging off.
Fear?
But no, I'm not gonna. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how this goes this week. We'll see.
Either way, come. It's going to be entertaining.
Oh, that it will be. I can guarantee that it will be entertaining. I might have to make it entertaining just to get through it, but it is what it is. So until next week, everybody, we will catch you later. Deuces.
Bye.
Loading snacks.